Hey there. So today we talk again about a generator that does not start. This time we have the Generac iQ2000. It's a 2000 watts starting watts inverter generator. And so this friend doesn't start anymore because it sat 1.5 years without having the fuel prepared, without stable additive to the fuel, so ethanol is messing it up. A generator like this is very compact in how it's built. You take a look around here, how this looks like here. There's like the controls, and then here would be the turn thing to turn it on and off. Here would be the puller to start it. And then on this side would be the exhaust. And so you wonder, when we're looking at this, what happened to it? I just took the shell apart, okay? I took the shell apart to get to the actual generator in here. You can take a look at this. This is how it looks like exploded. And we're taking a look why this is all necessary and how that makes your life possibly easier when you have it out like this, okay? So let me show you quick with my pointer here and how we do things. Those end caps have to come off first, right? And with the right tool, you can remove a screw here, here, there, and this whole thing pops off, okay? And then on the other side is the same thing. There's a screw down here. Where's my pointer? There. Of course, on the other side. There and there. And once you have the end caps off, you can go ahead and take the sides off. The sides also have screws. Here, there. One up there, one, two. On the other side, we have the same scenario. 1, 2, 3 down here, 2 up here. The puller has 2 screws there, we can take that off. The dial has one in the center, and you take the dial off. After you do that, you get this screw out here. When you have that, then you can take the whole thing apart. Okay, so that's just the cover here, the whole case. Let me take this away and put it to the side, because it has to wait here until I get parts. This is all coming loose. It has to wait until I get spare parts so that I can finish fixing this. Okay, when we take the back off here on this side, this is not special. Over here, we have connectors. So down here, when we disconnect those, when we connect the front plate here with the controls, they are color-coded. So when you put them back together, you have a better picture of which one goes where. Then those have different sizes and codings, this one, as well as this one up here. So they only fit one time, this and this, right? Very easy to deal with when you put it back together. All right. Then, to get the gas tank off, we close the gas tank up. We can lift it up, okay? And put it to the side like this, okay? Take a quick look here what happens. We have those 2 pins that plug into those rubber grommets. Here and here. See those? Those 2 pins go in here when you push down. That's one thing. This is a rubber piece with a double-sided tape that somehow came off. I don't know exactly where it belongs, but it was laying there. It belongs to be glued on there. Sorry. So this rubber piece with double-sided tape is not fuel resistant, looks like. Look at this. It was glued onto the plastic here. Here. We have to probably glue it back on there. I don't know. It's protecting it from something. If you want to remove the gas tank, you can take off the clamp, this green clamp, and then you pull this off. But be careful that you don't crack this. If you break this off, you need a new tank. But tank on the side is fine. The fuel valve is here, this thing. There, this is the fuel valve. There's those connections on there, it's good and fine. Behind there we have here the red part. This is the filter, right? This one we need to replace, of course, because all the goop is in there. And then, in this location, here, that's where the carburetor set in. Oh, now we get to the carburetor. There it is, look at it. On top of the carburetor is a stepper motor. We can see this here. The stepper motor is able to move levers on the carburetor. So that's why it's an important part. When you order a replacement carburetor, you need to make sure either it's with it or not. And you need to get the right one. And it has to have, this one has 4 connections on this model, but you may have a model where it doesn't have that. So you have to see what's going on there. Yeah, this also has this cap on it. Like this somehow. Where, I don't know how it goes. I think this way. Here like this. It sits on there like that. A little oil in here. The protection cap. You can take this off and then you can remove it and use it for the new carburetor you order. But how do you know we order a new carburetor? Of course, when the gasoline is in here for so long, that's very bad for this thing. You know? And we're going to see this in a second. Ethanol is the death of it. Okay, so this is the carburetor I took out. And what we do is we open it up down here. This bolt down here can be removed. And then you can look at the bolt itself and you see it's already pretty corroded. I try to put in here some pictures, close-ups, where you can see the corrosion on this thing. It's hilarious. You can take the bowl off. I will post pictures of the bowl inside, how corroded it was and is. And then in here we have this little swimming device here. That is supposed to turn the valve on and off that fills the bowl of the carburetor with gasoline that then will be sprayed into the vehicle, right? So it's in here. When the fuel level is low, this thing goes down. It opens the valve and gasoline can go into the bowl. The gasoline then is sucked in here through the bottom and through the side here and be sprayed into the intake. But the problem here is it's super corroded inside here. See, this is where this screw goes in here, right? So it sucks in through this hole, and in this screw here is a hole. Let's take a look at the close-up, how it's corroded. This is clogged. There's no fuel going through there. Okay, so then here we can remove this pin. Can we? Sorry, my hand is in the way, right? You can remove this pin and then pull out the valve. Yeah, that's the needle valve. That's the needle. Corroded like crazy. And then let's look into this hole here. Oh, it's super corroded. Close up again. And so this is not repairable so easy. I tried to ultrasound clean this. Didn't really work. This is too much. It's too long corroded, right? A repair kit for this carburetor, if you get one, is almost the price of a new carburetor. This valve is supposed to go in and out super easy in here through the hole. It's not the case. Too much corrosion and you can't get rid of it. So for the guys who want to repair it, clean it and put it back together, how you do this is you put the valve back on here, like the needle. It has to be loose on here. That's not even the case. Can you see this? You go in here, put it in the hole there, and put the pin back in. Here's our pin. Make sure you go through the hole. Yeah, I'm going to do this here. There we go. It's in there. Now this can move, and it can fill up the bowl. When the bowl is full, this swims up and closes the valve. And then no more fuel can go in here. But, well, so this is how this is put together. You can put this back in here to not lose parts. And what we need to do is just replace this part. Once it arrives, put everything back together. And we're good to go. Don't forget to check or change the oil if you have to. This is all going to be in here too. And that's another thing you should check when you work on this kind of thing. If it's set for 2 years, it probably still has the same oil in it. So I hope you liked this video. If you do, sign up for more. I have another video here with a newer, larger generator. Same story. Yeah, let's see this when we open the oil, if there's enough oil in it. Look at that. There's oil and it's dark, right? So this thing also needs an oil change. Okay, it's closed up again. And there we see. Okay, see you in the next video. So this black oil, what was in there, I'm going to replace that with honey. You can see through like fresh oil. So much better than this black stuff what was in there for a generator barely used.